Have you ever stopped to think about where you or your parents will age? Does the idea of a nursing home bring a tightness in your chest, as if it's the only way out? For many, aging means leaving behind a home filled with memories, the comforting routine, the freedom to live life on your terms. Picture the worry of a child feeling the weight of deciding their parents' future, unsure where to start. Or the fear of an elderly person who doesn't want to give up the independence they've earned over a lifetime. Perhaps you're a healthcare professional, searching for ways to provide more humane care that respects each person's story. This uncertainty is real. Most families believe a nursing home is the only safe path for aging. But what if I told you there's another way? A way to age with quality, safety, and dignity without leaving the place you call home. Yes, it's possible to maintain autonomy, connections, and the joy of living at home with the right support. Many people don't know that practical and accessible alternatives to nursing homes exist, and that's exactly why we're here, to show you how it can happen. If you're a caregiving child, carrying the responsibility of caring for those who always cared for you, if you're an elderly person who cherishes every corner of your home and wants to keep writing your story there, or if you're a healthcare professional passionate about finding solutions that make a difference in people's lives, this video is for you. Today, we'll explore together how to plan for a more autonomous and humane aging process. We'll talk about options that bring peace of mind to families, freedom to seniors, and tools for professionals who want to transform care. Ready to discover how the future of those you love can be lighter, safer, and full of meaning? Then come with me, because the first step is understanding why so many people still think nursing homes are the only option. You've just heard that aging at home is possible, but why do so many families still think nursing homes are the only option? The answer lies in a lack of information. Imagine a daughter lying awake at night, worried about the safety of her mother living alone. She wants the best, but doesn't know where to start. Or an elderly person whose heart aches at the thought of leaving the home where they raised their children, where every corner holds a story. Perhaps you're a healthcare professional, witnessing firsthand how the system doesn't always offer solutions that respect each person's individuality. This is the reality for thousands of people. The idea of aging at home feels like a distant dream because no one tells you how to make it happen. Caregiving children carry a heavy burden, the responsibility of making tough decisions, often without clear guidance. They ask themselves, how can I ensure my parents are safe without taking them out of their home? Or worse, they feel guilty for not having all the answers. It's exhausting, isn't it? Balancing work, family, and caring for parents while wondering if you're doing enough. For seniors, the challenge is even more personal. Aging already brings changes, but the threat of losing independence is devastating. Think of someone who loves having coffee on the porch every morning, watering their plants, or simply choosing what to eat for dinner. These small things are the essence of a fulfilling life, but without clear alternatives, many seniors feel their only option is to give it all up. And it's not just about desire. 90% of seniors say they prefer to age at home, according to recent studies, but few know how to make that a reality. If you're a healthcare professional, you know how frustrating it is. You want to provide care that goes beyond medications and exams, care that values each patient's story and dignity, but the system often limits you. Nursing homes may be necessary in some cases, but they're not always the best solution. You've seen patients who could live with more quality if they had support to stay at home, haven't you? The lack of practical options traps everyone in a model that doesn't always work. This uncertainty, this gap in information, is what makes aging so frightening for so many people. It's normal to feel fear, doubt, or even despair when thinking about the future. But here's the good news. You're not alone. And more importantly, there is a better way. Aging at home with quality isn't just a wish. It's something that can be planned with the right tools. The problem isn't a lack of possibilities, but a lack of knowledge about them. So how do you turn this worry into a solution? How do you ensure that your parents, yourself, or your patients can age with safety, autonomy, and joy without leaving the comfort of home? That's what we're going to show you now. Practical, accessible, and humane alternatives that are within your reach. Ready to take the next step? We just talked about how a lack of information makes aging at home seem like a distant dream. But now comes the good part. This dream can become reality. Aging with quality, safety, and dignity in your own home isn't just possible. It's something you can plan with practical, accessible steps. Whether you're a caregiving child, a senior who wants to maintain independence, or a healthcare professional seeking better solutions, the alternatives we'll share here are for you. Let's explore 4 paths that transform care into something humane, autonomous, and within everyone's reach. First, think of your home as a space that can evolve with you. Home adaptations are simple yet powerful changes that make all the difference. Imagine installing grab bars in the bathroom to ensure a senior can move without fear of falling, or improving lighting to prevent trips at night. Even small changes like non-slip rugs or handrails on stairs create a safer environment. For those who want to go further, assistive technologies like voice-activated controls for lights or curtains can help. These adaptations don't take away the home's essence. They make it a place where independence can thrive. But safety at home goes beyond physical changes. The second path is in-home care, which brings professional support without sacrificing the comfort of home. Picture a caregiver visiting a few times a week, helping with tasks like bathing, meals, or companionship, or a nurse conducting regular checkups to keep health on track. For those needing something more specific, occupational therapists can create routines that respect limitations while valuing each senior's abilities. These professionals don't replace family. They complement care, bringing peace of mind to everyone. The third path is community and family support, because no one needs to face this challenge alone. Imagine a family organizing to share responsibilities. One child handles grocery shopping, another takes their parent to the doctor, and everyone shares moments of affection. Beyond that, many cities offer community programs, like senior social groups or transportation services for appointments. These resources build a support network that keeps seniors connected to the world, with friends, neighbors, and family nearby. It's like creating a village around the person you love, where everyone contributes to a fuller life. Finally, we have technology and monitoring, which brings safety without invading privacy. Think of motion sensors that alert family if something unusual happens, like a fall, or wristbands that monitor heartbeats and notify a doctor in an emergency. Telemedicine is also an ally. Virtual consultations let seniors talk to specialists without leaving home. These tools are like a watchful pair of eyes, ensuring protection while respecting each person's freedom. To show how this works in practice, consider Donna Maria, a 78-year-old woman living alone. With grab bars in her bathroom, a caregiver visiting 3 times a week, a local social group, and a monitoring wristband, she continues watering her plants, hosting her grandchildren, and living with joy. Her family has peace of mind knowing she's safe, and the professionals supporting her feel proud to be part of her story. These 4 alternatives, home adaptations, in-home care, community support, and technology, are pieces of a puzzle that fit together to create a more humane aging process. They allow seniors to maintain their routines, memories, and dignity while giving families confidence and professionals the ability to provide more personalized care. The best part? These solutions are flexible and can be tailored to each person's needs without turning your life upside down. Now that you know these possibilities, you might be wondering, what does this really mean for the future? How can these ideas transform the life of someone you love, or even your own? That's what we'll explore next. The benefits of planning to age at home and how it can bring more ease, connection, and joy to everyone. You've just learned how home adaptations, in-home care, community support, and technology can make aging at home a reality. But what does this really mean for the lives of those you love? How do these solutions change the daily lives of seniors, caregiving children, and healthcare professionals? Let's dive into the benefits that make these alternatives so powerful and why they can transform the future into something lighter, more humane, and full of connection. For seniors, the greatest gift is independence. Imagine the joy of waking up in your own bed, having coffee in the kitchen filled with memories, or simply deciding what to do with your day. With the solutions we've shared, seniors don't have to give that up. They continue writing their story in the place they know, with the dignity of someone who spent a lifetime building their home. These alternatives don't just ensure safety, they preserve the essence of who they are, allowing them to keep their routines, hobbies, and even their quirks. It's the freedom to be themselves, even as aging brings changes. For caregiving children, the impact is just as profound. Imagine the peace of knowing your parents are safe, without the burden of choosing between their home and a nursing home. These solutions reduce stress because you don't have to carry everything alone. With caregivers, technology, or community support, you gain time to be more than a caregiver. You can be a son or daughter, sharing laughter and precious moments with your parents. It's like lifting a weight off your shoulders, knowing they're safe, happy, and where they've always wanted to be. For healthcare professionals, these alternatives open a new horizon. Imagine the satisfaction of providing care that goes beyond the clinic, respecting each patient's story. With tools like telemedicine or in-home support, you can create personalized plans that value each senior's individuality. It's a chance to make care more humane, to see your patients living with quality, surrounded by what they love. That's the kind of impact that makes every workday worthwhile. But the greatest benefit of all is the connection these solutions create. Aging at home isn't just about safety or comfort, it's about maintaining bonds. It's the senior who welcomes grandchildren to share stories. It's the family that gathers without the shadow of worry. It's the professional who feels part of real change. These alternatives build bridges between generations, between caregivers and those they care for, between the present and the future. They transform aging into a journey of love, respect, and joy. Now, imagine seeing your parents smile, knowing they're where they belong, or feeling the peace of planning your own future with confidence, or even helping your patients live with more dignity. That's the power of planning to age at home. And the best part? You can start now. These solutions are within your reach, ready to make the future brighter. So how do you take the first step? How do you turn everything we've discussed into action? That's what we'll show you next. A call to make a difference in the lives of those you love, starting today. You've seen how it's possible to transform aging into a journey of dignity, autonomy, and connection, all without leaving home. The alternatives we've shared, home adaptations, in-home care, community support, and technology, show that the future can be lighter and full of meaning. But now comes the most important part, turning this knowledge into action. What can you do today to ensure that your parents, yourself, or your patients live with quality in the place they love? The answer is simple. Start now. If you're a caregiving child, imagine the peace of taking the first step to plan your parents' future. Or, if you're a senior, think of the freedom of knowing your home can remain your sanctuary. And for healthcare professionals, envision the difference you can make by bringing these solutions to your patients. It's all within your reach, and the time to act is today. Don't put off caring for those who are part of your story. Here's how to begin. Download our free guide with practical tips to make aging at home a reality. It offers simple steps, from how to adapt a bathroom to where to find trustworthy caregivers. It's a roadmap to plan with confidence, whether for yourself, your parents, or your patients. Want to go further? Talk to a specialist who can guide you toward the best solutions for your situation. These resources are ready to help you build a safer, more humane future. And there's one more thing you can do. Share this message. Think of how many families, seniors, or healthcare professionals could benefit from knowing there are alternatives to nursing homes. Sharing this video is like offering a ray of hope to someone who's lost, unsure where to start. Every person who learns about these possibilities is closer to aging with dignity and joy. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your phone, visit the link we've provided, or scan the code on the screen. Download the guide, schedule a conversation with a specialist, or pass this idea along. Every small step you take today is a seed for a calmer future, where home remains the heart of life for those you love. Thank you for being here, for wanting to make a difference. Aging at home isn't just a dream, it's a choice you can make real. Will you join us in building this future? Start now, because those you love deserve to live with quality, safety, and love, exactly where their heart is. You've just heard how it's possible to transform aging at home into a reality filled with dignity and safety. Remember the invitation to start today, to take that first step that makes all the difference? Now, let's make it even easier. You don't need to change everything at once. Small steps can lead you, your parents, or your patients to a calmer future. We're sharing 3 practical tips you can put into action right now, whether you're a caregiving child, a senior who wants to stay in your home, or a healthcare professional looking to provide better guidance. Ready to begin? First tip, assess home safety. Walk through the home with fresh eyes. Imagine a senior moving through the living room, climbing stairs, or stepping into the shower. Are there loose rugs that could cause trips? Is the lighting bright enough to see at night? Small changes, like adding a handrail or tidying loose cables, can boost safety. You don't need to renovate everything. Start with the basics, like a grab bar in the bathroom. It's like giving a protective hug to the home that holds so many memories. Second tip, discover local resources. Think of your community as an ally. Many cities offer programs for seniors, like social groups, transportation to appointments, or even volunteers who visit. If you're a caregiver, check out community centers or local organizations. If you're a senior, ask about activities to stay active and connected. And for healthcare professionals, link up with organizations providing caregivers or telemedicine. It's like opening a door to a support network you didn't even know existed. Third tip, talk to a specialist. Imagine sitting down with someone who understands aging and can guide you. A geriatrician, occupational therapist, or home adaptation consultant can point you in the right direction. For children, this means less uncertainty. For seniors, it's a chance to plan the future with confidence. And for professionals, it's an opportunity to learn about tools that make care more humane. A quick conversation can be the start of a plan that changes everything. These 3 tips, assessing the home, seeking local resources, and consulting a specialist, are simple but powerful steps. They put you in control, whether you're protecting someone you love, planning your own future, or providing more personalized care. And the best part? You don't have to do it all alone. Every step you take today is like planting a seed for an aging process filled with autonomy and joy. Thank you for believing that aging at home with quality is possible. Keep exploring, sharing, and acting. Will you join us in making home the best place to age?